Welcome back, Red, to the Shankly session, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every day here on the upper tier out there on YouTube. Head over there, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. This is your match reaction. Liverpool 2, Villareal 0. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a game. There's some games in a season where you turn around and you go, like a proud dad, isn't it? That's my team. And this is one of those nights. Liverpool were unbelievable tonight. If there was ever a game that you look back in history and you go, that game was never a reflection of that scoreline. We were absolutely unbelievable tonight. The control, the possession, the intensity, the focus, everything on the job at hand. No room for complacency. Match kicks off. Crowd absolutely insane. Anfield strong. Take an absolute bow. Always something really special about European nights at Anfield under the lights. It's a magical place. It's a magical stadium. And it's a magical crowd when they're there. And it's just, tonight was just one of those nights. Unbelievable. High press out of the block straight away from Liverpool, pushing for a goal, creating wave after wave of attack. Powerful shot coming in from Luis Diaz absolutely stings the hands of Rooley. And I kind of feel sorry for Rooley a little bit because, you know, it's just, they try and they try and they try. And look, hats off to Villareal. I mean, they put up a heck of a fight tonight. They held us out until the 53rd minute, I think it was. And they were resolute. And I mean, I'll get into Unai Emery and all during this reaction because he's just absolutely incredible. Never gets enough plaudits really for a man who coaches a team who, not a single player there in that Villareal side tonight went out onto that pitch, not knowing what their job was, not knowing what their positional sense would be, not knowing what they would have to put on the line in terms of their bodies, blocks, and all that kind of stuff. And those boys put in a shift tonight for Unai Emery and for Villareal. And they should be, even in defeat at 2-0, they should be so proud of the performance they put up. They tried and they tried and tried. But the intensity of this Liverpool side, the passing, the movement, the link up play. I can't say enough about the Liverpool play tonight as to how strong we were. And I mean, this is a good Villareal side. This is a Villareal side that has put Juventus to the sword, that has put Bayern Munich to the sword, So we're not going to play them down or belittle them in any way. We leave that for all the other salty, rival fans out there who turn around and go, oh, 2-0, it's only Villareal. Yeah, think what you like. Go look at that performance. That's as good a performance as you'll see in the Champions League this season. Absolutely incredible. Salah in with a number of chances, of course. He's a little bit off the boil in terms of his finish, but his movement and his touch and his ball play when he's in possession and the way he goes through players, it's beautiful to watch. I just need him to bang in a few goals, but he's absolutely unbelievable in trying to reach the lofty heights of his own standards that he sets. Mane also with a free header in the box, very unlucky. Probably had time to control it and take it down, but opted for the early header and really unlucky. Normally he bangs them home. So a couple of chances there. Thiago also picked up the ball outside the box, the Villareal box, didn't have an option of a pass there, unleashes a rocket of a shot that absolutely smashes just off the apex of the post and the crossbar. Really with no chance. Would have been an unbelievable goal. Blistering shot that smashes off it. First half, 63% to 37% possession, 13 shots to 1. Liverpool in serious control of the game. Trent and Thiago all through that half, pulling the strings. Also the combo of Robbo and Diaz. I'm telling you now, when those two boys get on the same wavelength, when Robbo establishes the same relationship with Diaz after having a real good preseason that he has with Mane, Reds, look out next season. That combination is going to be unbelievable. Trying so hard to unlock that Villareal back line, As I mentioned already, Villareal so resolute. To go in a halftime 0-0 was nothing short of exceptional. They did put up an absolute fight, you know what I mean? Just incredible, you know what I mean? Second half, come out of the blocks again. Liverpool really, really strong. Goal for Fabinho, ruled offside. Very unlucky. Pressure was unreal, and the reward will come. We know the goals are coming. We can tell the goals are coming. You cannot, I don't care how good a side you are, I don't care how good a backline you are, you're not going to maintain a clean sheet against the pressure that Liverpool applies. And that the Fabinho goal that was ruled offside, it was an assist from Virgil van Dijk, who just didn't get out in time. Very, very unlucky. Villareal going down, like kind of faking a few head injuries to sort of slow the play down and stuff like that. Come on, Villareal, you're better than that. Lift your heads, play the game. Come on, don't be going into that. Don't be looking towards Atletico Madrid and how you do your business. Do your business properly, Villareal. You're better than that anyway. Unlucky from Diaz, a soft header after great link-up play with Trent. The link-up play tonight with Trent, Mo, Thiago, even Fabinho. I'm going to get into Fabinho now in a minute. Absolutely immense. You know what I mean? 53 minutes. Captain fantastic. Jordan Henderson with a deflected goal in over the keeper after unbelievable link-up play that goes right across the box to the other side from Thiago, Mane, Diaz, and finally Hendo. Absolutely deserved the deflection and absolutely deserved their rewards from that goal. That goal then opened up the floodgates, because simply later on, 54 minutes, Salah, sublime in possession, plays Mane in, perfect timing on the run, and as good a toe poke as you'll ever see as a finish. Absolute beauty from Mane. People calling for VAR to be checked and stuff like that, and absolutely VAR check showed that he was onside. So again, rival fans, no salt, no need for it. It was checked by VAR. He was ruled onside. Goal was given. Villareal fans absolutely stunned. Camera goes to them. They're absolutely standing there. They can't believe what they're witnessing. Anfield faithful in full voice, the greatest stadium of fans in the world. Just go back and listen right after that Mane goal, and the picture is on the Villareal fans, and they're standing like a load of frozen mannequins. Not a movement out of them, but the noise in the stadium is absolutely incredible. Fabinho like a warrior on the pitch, nothing getting by him, absolutely winning every ball back off them. And a beauty finish from Robbo, so unlucky. Again, just, just so unlucky, but a lovely finish all the same. Van Dijk and Konate are absolutely defensive royalty. And, I talk to people on our YouTube channel and I talk to people online all the time. And when I talk about Europe and I talk about Liverpool, Liverpool are European royalty. And I say that there's levels to this. Okay. And again, it's only 2-0. So the job is not complete. There's still half the job to be done next week. But I can't see them keeping a clean sheet against us next week. Now, I would have loved the third goal. I would have loved the fourth goal. I called it 3-0. It was 2-0. But in actual fact, it could have been 5 or 6 if we had been clinical. Absolutely clinical. It could have been 5 or 6. And I called it the other day. I think I called it 3-0 in the preview. But Van Dijk and Konate, I mean, what can we say about Ebu? I mean, he's just unbelievable. And he's a monster of a man, but he's so like Van Dijk, and he's just so precise and so tight in his movement and his, he's another guy that just walks off the pitch, barely breaks a sweat. Now, the two boys, when called upon, they did the business, but they weren't called on too often. Fabinho, again, immense in the tackle. Diaz with a shoulder drop, so unlucky. Ball deflected for a corner. That Villareal defensive line, they must have felt like a fresh cod getting battered. Liverpool were camped in the third of the pitch there. No let up at all for at least 15, 20 minutes. The pressure must have been absolutely astronomical on them. And again, they can take a lot of credit from leaving with a 2-0 scoreline. And it's not often you would normally say that, leaving Anfield 2-0 down. And again, anything can happen next week. I mean, if Villareal were to get an early goal, who knows what might happen. But again, when you look at the pressure and the intensity of how Liverpool go about their business, and that's not an easy place to go either, but I just think that the level at which we're playing at, the intensity at which we're trying to operate, the focus that we have on the job at hand at the moment, between the title race, between the Champions League, the FA Cup, this whole quadruple. I know internally they're not talking about it, but these guys like creating history, and history could be created this season. There's no doubt about it. They are absolutely laser focused, and that is an exceptional performance. That's a performance of potential champions. and I'm putting it out there, and I don't like predicting stuff too early. Keita on for Hendo, Jota on for Mane, the whole stadium on their feet in appreciation for the two boys. What a shift our captain put in tonight. What an absolute shift he put in. Again, on 80 minutes, Joe Gomez coming on for Trent. Trent didn't look overly happy about coming off, but he looked like he looked a bit tired. He had put in a shift tonight, and we've a massive game coming up on Saturday at lunchtime against Newcastle, where we could go top of the table, and then City have to go to Leeds and get something. And we know they're carrying a few injuries. That'll be a tough game for them. Who knows what might happen there? We could even go into this Villareal game next Tuesday, and we could be top of the league. Who knows? Let's get excited, Liverpool fans. This could be all happening. Origi on for Diaz. I was hoping that we'd get another Origi moment, and a couple of times we nearly did. I'd love to see Origi create a few more moments before he leaves, and obviously put a few more medals in the cabinet. Liverpool slowed down the pace in that kind of final, say 10 minutes or so. Would have been nice to get a third, but 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. But we're very, very strong. We're so much stronger than them. And they really did wilt. We eventually broke them down. So we move on, as I said. It's Newcastle now at lunchtime on Saturday up at St. James. It's going to be a very difficult match. We know the job Eddie Howe is doing there, absolutely exceptional. But we have to be laser focused again now. Our attention has to go back to the league. And then once we get that out of the way, lunchtime Saturday, hopefully we get the 3 points, go top of the league, put the pressure on City again, and then move on to Villareal on Tuesday. Normally I do player ratings on this. And anyone who watches the show and watches and follows the Shankly session knows that I'm tough on player ratings. I don't give player ratings out easy. But tonight, they're all getting 10s. I couldn't be prouder of my club. And we move on to the weekend. Until next time, folks, this is the Shankly Sessions. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. Drop a subscribe, of course, on the channel. Obviously, hit that bell notification to be notified. We drop content now every single day, putting in the shift for you guys all the time. So make sure you drop a subscribe and notification on there. And let us know your thoughts on the game. Is it job done? Is it job half done? Have you got one foot in the final? Who would you potentially like to meet? Do you think it'll be Real Madrid, or do you think it'll be Man City? Do we even care with a performance like that tonight? Let's do this, Red Men. Till next time, an absolute pleasure.